Hello, and welcome to the 64th edition of the Tiger Highline Online. This week we take a look back at 1 year with the Chromebook, try out a new toy, and check in with the first podcasts of 2015.
It's been about 1 year now since CFHS adopted the Chromebooks, so Adam and Austin went out to find impressions now that the staff and students have had the time to put them to work.
Technology is an always evolving field and is being used and incorporated in nearly every school and classroom in the country. PBS Learning Media released a survey that said 74% of educators said technology is key in the classroom. Looking around Cedar Falls High School, the advancing technological fingerprint is everywhere. It's been about a year since the Chromebook was introduced in the halls of Cedar Falls.
I really like it. It's been real positive in my life, not only in school but out of school. Helps me take notes a lot faster, get assignments faster, catch up with stuff I missed in class faster, not only at school but even away from school. I can access the internet at my house from my bed instead of getting up and going to my desk.
I really like the Chromebook because I could take it home and it's easy to work on assignments with it, and it's pretty fun to use, and it's good stuff.
Not everyone, however, sees the Chromebook in such a positive light.
But they're not super durable, so I'm not looking forward to paying the fines at the end of the semester.
It doesn't have a lot of storage, and you can only use Google Docs, so that sucks too. I wouldn't buy a Chromebook mostly because you can only use it in Wi-Fi, and it doesn't have all the programs on it.
The one-on-one learning with the Chromebook has been a success thus far and looks to continue in the future.
I think the plan now is that students will get a new Chromebook in 10th grade. So, that the transition years, the first years, it's going to take a while to kind of catch up, but I think starting this year's sophomores got last year's seniors. They were only used second semester. But next year's sophomores will get new Chromebooks that they'll be expected to use them for 3 years through their time in high school.
This has been Austin Anderson,
Adam Ehrenholtz,
and Jackson Skiles,
reporting for the Tiger Highline.
Online.
One unique approach to Chromebooks and Schoology is that as long as the power is on and the internet is up, school is always in session, even on snow days, as Cole discovered in this story.
Snow. It gives us anxiety. You gotta wake up early to start your car. You gotta scrape your windows. You gotta drive slowly because the road is so dangerous. And it's just so cold. The only time winter snow is like for high schoolers is when it causes school to be closed. No waking up early, no homework. Cedar Falls Schools had its first snow day January 7th, 2 days after the winter break. And during that snow day, some teachers met with their students online through Schoology.
So what I did was I had some video lectures that I recorded for my students so that they had the ability to still complete the coursework that they would have done had we been in class. But we didn't have the ability to do that with some of the cold delays and even the cold cancellation that we had. And with an EP class, we really are limited on the number of days that we have to deliver instruction to students before they take the exam. So we're taking the exam May 4th, no matter what happens with our cancellations or anything like that. Right. Schoology is something that I've used ever since I've been here. I haven't known Cedar Falls without Schoology, but I find it to be extremely helpful. I have the ability to upload all of my assignments to Schoology. Students can have access to that outside of class. So instead of spending my time making copies, not only for the class and then having to make makeup copies for students, they can just get that as they need it. So if they lost it or it's just completely on the internet anyway, it's really beneficial for me and for them to be able to have access to that at any given time, no matter what situation they're in, whether they've lost it or just want to do it over again.
Schoology is a completely new resource Cedar Falls High School has adopted. In the future, you can see a lot more teachers using Schoology to connect with their students during the snow day. whether it's having a discussion or just giving out their homework assignment for that day. This has been Cole Murphy reporting from the Tiger Highline Online.
Even in the middle of this sub-zero winter snap, the Greenhouse Club is busy preparing for warmer days ahead, as Alec discovered in his story.
The Greenhouse Club is a club that meets every Tuesday. We get together, learn about the plants, and try to grow the plants to their maximum potential for whatever they would be. I work in the Greenhouse Club watering, maintaining, caring for, propagating, planting, all sorts of things associated with the plants. A few years ago, I started gardening, and it was quite fun. I enjoyed it with a passion. And when I heard that the high school had a greenhouse club, I decided that I would try it out. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. Thanks.
So when I first came to Cedar Falls, I walked in the science offices and I realized that there was a greenhouse there. It was actually more like a closet. They had just stored a bunch of stuff and it was kind of abandoned, which apparently was functional a while ago, but we kind of revived it between Mrs. Considine, Mr. Vancleave, and Mr. Bowman and I. Did a lot of work to get it sealed up again and functional, put some doors in there, waterproofed it, stuff like that. Once we did that, we kind of just dabbled around with our own seeds and started planting a lot of vegetable seeds, not so much flowers, but more of the vegetable stuff for our own gardens. And once we started doing that, we started realizing that we could make something work here and be a good piece for students if they wanted to come in and see what it was all about, just to see where food comes from and how does it start from a seed and how do you grow it, how do you water, how do you take care of plants, stuff like that. So it kind of started there. A couple kids showed up and we started working on it, and from then it kind of turned into a learning experience and more people have gotten involved. We don't have a large amount of people, but people that are doing it really like it, and we've now grown into, we're doing a lot more propagating of flowers. We're planting all sorts of different flowers. We're planting all sorts of different vegetables. So each year it gets bigger and bigger.
So I'm Mrs. Considine, and I have been involved with the Greenhouse Club for, I think, for 2.5, maybe 3 years. The reason I got interested in it was because Mr. Weekman is very passionate about greenhouses and growing plants, and somehow we ended up in a conversation about growing things, and I've had gardens for many years, and so he thought that with both of us being extremely passionate about gardening, that would be something that we could get kids interested in, and that space was unused, and so he thought that was a waste of space, and so together we kind of came up with this idea.
I decided to participate in Greenhouse Club because I wanted to learn more about agriculture and how plants grow, and I liked that it was a small club, and we meet every week every Tuesday.
This is a shelf that we placed in here. We've placed lights and a watering system on it so that theoretically we can put plants on here and just not have to worry about them over the weekend or Christmas break, because every day it'll get the proper amount of light and the proper amount of water.
This has been Alec Larson, reporting for the Tiger Highline.
Though outside temps have left ice conditions variable, some ice skating fans have found reliable ice at Young Arena. Amber and Josie have the story.
Frozen inside the house from all the cold weather, many students are looking for activities to do during the winter time. Ice skating at Young Arena is a great option and is in season and ready for some skaters. Upcoming skate dates and times are always on their website, and prices are $5 admissions and $3 to rent skates.
Many students have gone ice skating before, but only few do it regularly. Senior Emma Fox is a figure skater, and here's her story.
When I was 6 years old, my mom told me that she taught herself how to figure skate, and I wanted to see if I could do that same kind of thing. So I went to free skate at Young Arena and started lessons immediately after that. I started competitions when I was 7 years old, and I continue to do that, and I won't stop anytime soon because it's one of my favorite things in the world.
This has been brought to you by Amber Schaub and Josie Speltz reporting for the Cedar Falls Tiger Highline online.
One of the latest tech gadgets to emerge is a selfie stick, and Sammy sought CFHS's help to put it to the test.
The Selfie Stick. The new and innovative way to take the perfect selfie. The Selfie Stick is an expandable stick that helps you take a perfect selfie. What once was seen as a stupid idea is now a multi-million-dollar idea, sweeping the nation and making headlines all over. Would you use the Selfie Stick? Is it worth the money? CF High students are going to tell us.
This is so weird. Sorry. Oh, I got it! Hey! Hi. I can take a selfie. No. The selfie stick. That's perfect. Oh, come, Mr. Stefan, let's take a selfie.
Really?
Selfie.
I know.
Chemistry selfie. I think it's kind of like one of those trends that will just like be gone in a couple months, you know?
Like, I mean, I'm not a big selfie person, but it makes it a little bit more fun, and obviously gives you a lot of options. It can get a lot more people in your selfies than it's not a selfie anymore.
I honestly think it's kind of a dumb trend.
I think it'd be better for like group selfies. I would buy one.
Would you buy one?
Yeah.
I would not.
Oh, no, I would not.
Here with the Selfie Stick, this has been Sammy, reporting for the Tiger Highline.
Hey guys, it's time for an all-new episode of Ambercast 15. Hey Amber, what are we making on today's episode? Well, I know it's been a long time, so I decided to make something very cool. Well, what are you gonna make? I'm gonna make a decorative mirror. And out of what, you ask me? Out of plastic spoons. Sorry guys, that was really lame. I got it. Oh. Well, I'm gonna get back on track now. Today we're gonna be making this baby. For supplies, you're gonna need plastic spoons, a bunch of them, a mirror, a round one. I got this one at the Dollar Tree. You're gonna need cardboard and then spray paint in whatever color you want. So pretty much to start out, you're gonna need to cut out a big circle out of cardboard. Once you have that cardboard circle cut out, you're going to want to draw the circumference of this circle in the middle of that so you know where to stop gluing your plastic spoons on. Then you're going to need to start cutting off the stick part of the spoon. And at first I tried to use scissors, but then I ended up using this really old cutting board in my art room at school. Once you have a ton of those round parts cut off, you're going to want to start just gluing them on the outside circle and then work your way in. And I used a hot glue gun for that. Once you start getting towards the middle, they're going to get more cramped and you might need to overlay some on top of the other while you're doing it. And also when you first start out, you want to put the spoons not right next to each other but a little further apart so that the next row can go in between. Once they're all glued around, just look at it, see if it looks good. You hold it up flat and see if there's any gaps that you can see the cardboard in, and then maybe you can stuff another spoon in there. Once it all looks good and how you like it, then you can spray paint it whatever color you choose. And don't glue the mirror on before you spray paint it, because then you have to worry about getting spray paint on the mirror, and nobody wants to go back and buy another mirror. So that's the tip of the day. The rest of it is pretty self-explanatory, but once you finish spray painting it, you glue your mirror onto the middle, and then also you probably want to create some sort of hook thing on the back to put it on a wall, but I'm still trying to figure that one out, so I can't help you with that. Well, it's been a good time explaining how to make stuff to you, but I'm gonna have to say bye till next time. Bye! Oh yeah, I still haven't glued my mirror on.
Well, that's a wrap for number 64. We hope you liked it, and we invite you to explore our website for more stories, podcasts, and videos. Till next time, keep it classy, see ya.